Here I am on top of the world, or what feels like it. I'm standing on the roof of the tallest building in the European Union, Varso Tower, at the Highline Warsaw Viewing Observatory on the 53rd floor, 230 meters above the ground. It's a fitting symbol for Poland, a country that has transformed beyond recognition in just a decade and enters 2026 as a heavyweight in the European economic landscape. According to official forecasts, nominal GDP in 2025 has reached $980 billion, making it the 20th biggest economy globally, just ahead of Switzerland. On GDP at purchasing power parity, Poland ranks one place higher in 19th. Bloomberg has caught on. Something remarkable has happened in Poland, says the global media title. The country has become a juggernaut within the European Union, with growth unmatched by its peers. Since 2017, Poland's economy has expanded by 93%, outpacing the UK, Germany and France combined over the same period. Household consumption has risen by 125% since 2016. Investors, Bloomberg continues, have taken note. Polish government bonds returned 31%, the most among 30 European sovereign issuers, while the stock market rose 49% in dollar terms, placing 6th among 46 major national indices tracked by Bloomberg. The backdrop to this is that Poland's economy experienced almost 30 years of unbroken economic growth between 1990 and 2020, a feat matched only by Australia in modern times. In 1990, Poland's GDP per capita stood at 41% of the EU average at that time. By 2023, it had increased to 81%. Poland's energy transition adds momentum. Coal's share in electricity production fell to 56.2% in 2024, according to independent think tank Forum Energii, down from 80.5% in 2014, while renewables rose to 29.4% last year, up from 12.4% a decade ago. While a long way remains to go, the direction of change is clear. Despite global uncertainty, over €4 billion in commercial property investments have flowed into Poland in 2025 alone. Most activity has been in the warehouse sector, while offices adjust to limited new supply in Warsaw and hotels rank high regionally. At the same time, domestic capital is taking on a greater role, accounting for 40% of office investment volume so far this year and expected to grow further in 2026, reinforcing long-term stability in the Polish market. And now, after a period of recalibration, retail is firmly back. Wilanów Park is a visionary mixed-use development led by Nhood Services Poland with Citrus and Apsis as investors. Spanning over 7 hectares in Miasteczko Wilanów, it will feature more than 52,000 square meters of retail space, hosting about 150 units across shops, restaurants, services, entertainment, and a multi-screen cinema. Its defining feature? A 2.2-hectare public urban park seamlessly integrated into the scheme, offering green space, walking paths, playgrounds, and outdoor gathering areas. Built on sustainable principles, the project already holds a BREEAM Communities Interim Certificate and aims for top environmental rating. Scheduled to open in 2028, Wilanów Park embodies the 15-minute city concept, offering residents convenience, leisure, and connectivity all within easy reach. Wilanów Park is just one example of a scale and ambition reshaping Poland's urban landscape. From here, we will explore other developments setting new standards across the country. In Warsaw, we will visit LightOn Warsaw by CPI Property Group, Skyliner II by Karimpol, AFI Tower in Towarowa 22 by AFI and Echo Investment, and Studio A by Skanska, as well as several new schemes outside the capital, including those of OPG Property Professionals and Imperial Shipyard in Gdańsk. But first, we travel south to Katowice, where one of the country's boldest regeneration schemes is underway. Led by Capital Park Group, Nowy Wełnowiec is a 30-hectare redevelopment of the former Silesia metallurgical plant. The project will deliver 300,000 square meters of mixed-use space combining housing, retail, restaurants, education and culture. Nowy Wełnowiec is the first large-scale Polish revitalization scheme to secure a BREEAM Communities Interim Certificate, setting it apart as a model for sustainable development. The plan includes 10 hectares of green areas anchored by a 4-hectare central park. Car traffic will be channeled underground, while Poland's first integrated waste and rainwater systems, together with renewable energy solutions, enhance the project's environmental credentials. Capital Park intends to phase construction, leaving room for joint ventures across residential, commercial and hospitality elements. Situated close to Katowice's centre, the development is designed to fit into the wider Katowice metropolis, home to 2.1 million people and accounting for 8% of national GDP. The project underscores the city's ambition to be a Central European hub for sustainable growth. From the south, we return to Warsaw, where the capital's Wola district continues to attract landmark investment. CPI Property Group is breaking ground on its first development project in Poland with LightOn, an office building located at Prosta 69, directly beside Rondo Daszyńskiego metro station. The scheme will add 23,600 square meters of workspace across 14 floors, 10 levels in the main building and 4 additional stories in the tower section. A 2-level underground car park with a rotation system, cycling facilities and charging points for electric vehicles is part of the plan, alongside a green terrace, shops and a restaurant. Designed with APA Wojciechowski architecture, the project aims to meet the highest standards of WELL, BREEAM, Smart Score and Wired Score certifications. Accessibility is also key, with compliance under the Building Without Barriers framework. For CPI, already one of Warsaw's largest landlords with 516,000 square meters in 20 modern office buildings valued at a total of €1.6 billion, LightOn marks a shift from acquisition-led growth to development. The building is positioned to benefit from Wola's rise as Warsaw's prime business hub, reflecting ongoing demand for well-located, sustainable office space. And the district, already bristling with high-rises, will soon gain another landmark, Skyliner II by Karimpol. The 130-metre tower will deliver 24,000 square metres of leasable space across 28 floors, including 23,000 square metres for offices and 1,000 square metres for ground floor retail and services. Standard office floors are about 1,100 square metres. Together with the original building, the Skyliner complex will offer 73,000 square metres of modern space. Upper levels feature nearly 900 square metres of garden terraces linked by external stairs and a dedicated lift. Tenants will have 10 lifts in total, a 5-storey underground car park with 217 spaces and 100 bicycle stands. A 4,500 square metre shared podium will connect both towers with shops and services, providing a convenient, publicly accessible passage between Warszawa Główna railway station and Rondo Daszyńskiego. Skyliner II will achieve BREEAM outstanding status and will be powered by renewable energy, reinforcing Karimpol's ESG focus. The building will include cycling facilities, lockers and showers, fast chargers in the guest parking zone, and 75% of parking spots will be EV ready. Staying in Wola, across the road is AFI Tower, a 150-metre tall skyscraper that will bring 50,000 square metres of state-of-the-art office space to the district, with terraces for almost every tenant. Designed by Yems Architecture, the building will consist of 2 parts, the higher tower and an 85-metre podium with a rooftop garden covering 1,200 square metres. Towarowa 22 is an urban community scheme by AFI, Investment and Archicom on the premises of a former printing house. It features offices, apartments for sale and long-term rental, restaurants, spaces for culture and art, and a park. Like neighbouring office house, AFI Tower will return excess heat to the city grid, and a facade with triple glazed windows will reduce the energy needed for cooling and heating. Completion of AFI Tower is scheduled for the second half of 2028. For 3 decades, Skanska has been one of Poland's most consistent office developers, delivering more than 1.5 million square metres of space across Central Europe. With over 50,000 square metres under construction and a pipeline close to 300,000 square metres, the company has embedded sustainability and ESG standards into its portfolio. In Gdańsk, Wave has just achieved WELL Core Gold, combining this and LEED certification with bike-friendly infrastructure and a digital waste tracker system. A publicly accessible patio with small architectural elements integrates the building into its neighbourhood. In Warsaw, Studio A offers 26,600 square metres of workspace in a prime city centre location, directly connected to Norblin factory. Private terraces and an open green plaza soften its urban setting. In Łódź, Brama Miasta B forms part of the new city redevelopment around Fabryczna station. The project emphasises connectivity and ESG with a real-time building management monitoring system. Together, these schemes illustrate Skanska's commitment to shaping city districts through sustainable office landmarks. Łódź is a city undergoing post-industrial transformation. Once a textile hub, it's now a model of renewal. More than 180 historic buildings, 100 tenement houses and 3 central parks have been restored, while districts such as Księżymłyn attract new residents and investment. The new centre of Łódź is transforming 100 hectares into a mixed-use business and cultural quarter. Infrastructure is reshaping its position. High-speed rail, the 17-kilometre diametral tunnel under the city, and the future CPK airport and transport hub will place Łódź at the very heart of Central Europe. When OPG property professionals initiated Off Piotrkowska Centre in Łódź in 2012, it marked one of Poland's first major post-industrial revitalizations, winning first place in the National Geographic Traveller 7 New Wonders of Poland award. The site has since become a cultural and business landmark, proving how heritage can anchor placemaking. Building on this success, OPG has advanced projects such as Jaracha 47 Prestige and the Art Modern Residential Scheme on a former brownfield site, applying the same blend of innovation, respect for history, and relevance to cultural themes such as the modernism movement. Today, OPG safeguards family wealth in Central and Eastern Europe by transforming real estate into both legacy and profit. It works with family offices from across Europe and Poland on residential, commercial, and mixed-use projects. In partnership with Baltic Real Estate, it is also developing a private rental platform reflecting the shift of Poland's PRS sector from niche to mainstream. OPG's discrete boutique model combines governance, succession planning, and ESG priorities to create resilient multi-asset wealth strategies. From Poland's heartland, we move north to the Baltic coast. Here, a vast dockland regeneration is taking shape in Gdańsk, where 70 hectares of a legendary former shipyard is being transformed into a new central district, ending decades of stagnation. Within the emerging young city, residential, office and mixed-use schemes are already underway, alongside a food hall. 2 larger-scale projects stand out: the 9-hectare Stocznia Centrum Gdańsk site and the 16-hectare Imperial Shipyard. Known in Polish as Stocznia Cesarska, this historic quarter, with an outline master plan designed by Henrik Larsson Architects, will become a fully mixed-use area with housing, offices, cultural venues, and public spaces. Following restoration of the Direkcja and fire station buildings, 5 new structures will rise in 2026, alongside the conversion of the former foundry into lofts. In total, 390 apartments and 34 commercial units are planned, with the project receiving a 2025-26 European Property Award. 2025 has been a successful year for Poland on many fronts. Polish achievement was visible not only in business and construction, but also in science, culture and sport. Sławosz Uznański-Wiśniewski became the first Pole to travel to the International Space Station. During his mission, he conducted 13 experiments in fields like technology, biology and medicine, all developed by Polish scientists and engineers. In sports, tennis superstar Iga Świątek became the first Pole to win a singles title at Wimbledon, bringing her Grand Slam total to 6. The Polish stand at the World Exhibition, Expo 2025 in Osaka, has made a big impression on everyone who saw it, attracting over 1 million visitors to date. And last, but very much not least, Polish secondary school students achieved remarkable success at the 66th International Mathematical Olympiad in Australia, attended by participants from 110 countries. The students won 3 gold and 3 silver medals and tied for 4th place with Japan in the team standings, Poland's best result since 1973. These achievements mirror the dynamism of Poland's economy, its business community and its cities. Poland hasn't just caught up with the West, in many areas it has moved ahead. The question is, what will the country do with this momentum?